What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. MTG here with another episode. If you're new to the channel, hi there. Today I want to talk about this right here, the Pixel 4, not the 4 XL, just the base Pixel 4, and see if it's worth it in 2021. I want to share my honest thoughts and opinions about this phone. So without further delay, let's get right into the video. Okay, so 2 years later, 2021, we're looking at the Pixel 4. This, when it first came out in 2019, it was a very different, controversial phone. A lot of people, there's a lot of hate for it, for its chin, its bezel, whatever you want to call it, on the top, on the front of the phone with Face ID and Project Soli. There's people going, there's a lot of backlash because of the camera and taking a telephoto as a second lens instead of an ultra wide, saying, oh, ultra wide is not really well used, no one really uses ultra wide, telephoto lens are more frequently used. There was a lot of that. Small battery, it was just all over the place when it first came out. The MSRP $799, $899 for 64 and 128 gigs respectively. It was not great. It was not great when it first came out, but 2 years later, I think it's definitely a steal, especially with the price tag of $240. You can find it for $220, and I'm going to actually dive into that. But first, let's start off with design. So taking a look at design, we're getting a very clean, elegant, simple look. It's got, I have the clearly white model. You can get also orange and just black. Amazon renewed, and you can find both of those colors as well. But right here, I have clearly white. I think it was my favorite. And you're getting a glass back. It has this matte feeling to it, which also has wireless charging, so that's a plus for those who use wireless charging. It is fairly compact. I like how it has this dual tone color texture to it, this feel of having black railings, black sides, and a white rear, as well as the color power button. Taking a look at the front of the phone, we're getting a 5.7 inch 90 Hertz display, OLED. And guys, look, we have the front chin right here, the front, whatever you want to call it, the forehead. It has Face ID and it has Project Soli, and you may not like it, but honestly, once you start using this device, once you start using the Pixel 4 and 4 XL, you don't really notice. And instead, Face ID comes in clutch. It really does. I mean, look at that. It just unlocks just like that. No issues whatsoever. Project Soli, yes, it didn't really come in handy too much, but for Face ID, I think they should bring it back with the Pixel 6 and 6 Pro. I hope they bring it back. I really do. But Project Soli, it's fine. They can work on it, and once they develop Project Soli later on, then yes. The idea was great, but the average consumer, and even including myself, I didn't even use Project Soli once when I bought this phone. So there is that. Project Soli, it was a bust, especially for me, but Face ID really has come in clutch in my use. So I don't really mind having this forehead. I don't mind having a hole punch display in other phones. So this shouldn't really be an issue for you not to pick up this phone. Design-wise, it's clean, it's compact, it's small. I mean, when you compare it to something like the Galaxy S21, it is a little bit smaller. But for those of you who are looking for a compact design and a compact phone, Pixel 4 is a great choice. You're not getting a headphone jack, you're getting USB-C and some pretty decent speakers, not the greatest. But compact design, I like it. Especially this right here. This right here. That colored power button really does change everything. Changes the entire story. When we take a look at software experience with the Pixel 4a, it's running Android 11 as the time of this recording, but it is slated to come out with Android 12 and Android 13, and it's coming straight from Google. So on day one, you're going to have the latest and greatest software. Pixel devices are pretty much Google's way of showcasing their latest and greatest of their operating system and what they can provide for the consumer. And Pixel 4 has been performing great. 90 Hertz fast refresh rate, obviously not 120 Hertz, and it's not the standard of 2021, but that is okay. Android 11 right now, it's buttery smooth. I absolutely love it. I mean, you can't go wrong. And for those of you who do know
how stock Android works. It's great. It really is. You can't, like I said, like I'm going to keep saying, you can't go wrong with stock Android. I haven't had any hiccups whatsoever with the Pixel 4 and Android 11. This did come out with Android 10 at the time of its launch. Right now it has Android 11, and Android 12 is going to have a huge overhaul, according to leaks and rumors from especially Jon Prosser. So Android 12 and Android 13 are going to come to the Pixel 4. You're getting 3 to 4 years of software updates with Pixel devices. And it's great to know that you're going to get that software update on day one. That's what I love about Pixel devices. And also, when talking about iOS devices, you're going to be getting the new iOS update on day one. That's what I love. I love having software updates. And there's been a lot of like controversy, like, would you pick up a device for its software updates? Yes and no. With Pixel device, I know they're going to get software updates, and I know they're going to get them very quickly. So yes, I would in that case. But if it's a device like they promise software updates, but their reputation is like they don't come out with software updates often, then I would definitely ignore that type of phone. But with Pixel devices, you can't go wrong with software. It's clean, it's elegant, it's intuitive and simple to use.
So now let's talk about camera on the Pixel 4. Initially, it's like this. If you have a Pixel 2 or a 2 XL, you're getting the same camera sensor with the Pixel 4. So Pixel 2, Pixel 3, Pixel 4, Pixel 4a, and even Pixel 5. They're using the same sensor, the same camera sensor. Now, software may be a little bit different. Improvements in software is definite and present with each iteration, but they're using the same camera sensor, and this year it's going to change with the Pixel 6 and the 6 Pro. So the question is, what am I gonna do with a Pixel 4 camera if I have the Pixel 2? Well, or the Pixel 3 or the 4a, whatever. If you have those devices, there's no need to upgrade or pick up a Pixel 4 for its camera quality. There really is no need. If you have one, you know how awesome your photos are and how awesome the camera is. This is no different, and I will be putting sample camera images on the screen and towards the end of this segment. But you really know what it is. You've seen people and you've seen videos on YouTube talking about how good the Pixel camera quality is. I've made videos about the Pixel 4a, and it performs the same awesome quality, same still images. When it comes to video, not so much. There's definitely going to be improvements for this year's Pixel lineup, but for Pixel 4, especially in my case, I make videos, so I just can't really trust using the video quality with my YouTube videos. I am using iPhone, but when it comes to images, I can't go wrong with Pixel 4. So camera on the Pixel 4. You're not getting ultra wide on the Pixel 4. That's why they put it on the Pixel 5, its successor, which is kind of considered not really a flagship, but more of a high mid-range, a premium mid-range. And this year they're gonna go all out with Pixel 6 and Pixel 6 Pro. But with this iteration, you're not getting ultra wide. So if you're fine with that, then Pixel 4, I mean, use a telephoto lens. But if you're not fine with it and you absolutely need an ultra wide, then Pixel 5 or Pixel 4a 5G should be the Pixel devices. And if you can't wait until Pixel 6 and 6 Pro, then those devices are the ones you should pick up. But otherwise, I mean, and especially look, I'm gonna put the price on it again. For this price, for a price Amazon renewed of $230, $240, guys, you're getting one of the best camera quality in a smartphone for literally like more than half of its original price. Priced at $800 for its original, and you're paying $200, $250 max for this device. Honestly, just take a look at the camera images. I think you'll enjoy them. This next topic I want to talk about, or this next segment I guess you can say, is probably the worst part about the phone, and that is battery life. It has a Snapdragon 855 chipset, which is a little bit of a power-hungry chip. Yes, it is very powerful, but it's also very power-hungry. And it has a 90 hertz refresh rate, and it has a 2800 milliamp hour battery. All of those, I mean, that formula is not that great. It does not equal great battery life. 2800 milliamp hour battery. That is like super, super subpar, and especially if Pixel 4 is considered flagship. I mean, look, Pixel 4a, 3000 milliamp hour battery. Granted, it does have a power efficient, less power hungry chipset. That's okay, but that's a mid-range device. Then we have something like this Galaxy S21 from 2020. Yes, it's not their highest end flagship, but it still has a relatively well 4000 milliamp hour battery. I do have my video up on this and what my thoughts are about battery life. That's a different story. 4000 milliamp hours is relatively good in 2020. It'll last you throughout the day, but 2800. And in my case, I'm a heavy user, so this, I just can't recommend it if you are like me. You're consistently watching YouTube videos, you're consistently emailing it and phone calling and just doing everything, photo editing and everything on your device, playing games like Call of Duty Mobile. Look, it's not gonna last you. You're gonna have to either charge it by midday or carry a portable charger with you. Granted, we're nowadays at home or in an office more often, so we probably have chargers next to us. But yet again, I would still keep that in mind. If you're a light user, you won't have any issue whatsoever too much. It will last you throughout the day. In perspective, let's put it this way. I'll wake up in the morning and take this out of charge at about 8 a.m. And being a heavy user, by the time it's 1, 2, it's not lasting me. I'm gonna have to put it in charge. Yes, we're inside more often, but there are cases where I am out on the go and I do need a phone that's going to last me all day. And Pixel 4, it's just not going to. I love everything about it. The camera, the build quality, having wireless charging, Face ID, I love it. But battery, it's just, oof, it just takes it down. It's just a huge toll. And even with software updates that happen throughout its initial release up until now, it really has not improved at all. So if battery is a big concern for you, do consider and take note of that. That battery might just not make the cut for you, especially if you're a heavy user like myself. And the last segment, guys, the last segment, and a factor that plays a role when a lot of consumers are picking up phones is going to be price. That's right. If I were making this video in 2019 for $799 or for $899, I would have been like, yeah, this is my recommendation. Nothing. I'm not going to recommend any of these two devices, Pixel 4 or Pixel 4 XL. But 2 years later, in 2021, this phone, Amazon renewed, which is literally like new. I haven't had any scratches, dings, nothing. It's like new. Or forget the like, it is new. No issues whatsoever. You can't go wrong with Amazon Renewed. I highly recommend it. I'm not sponsored or anything by Amazon Renewed. Amazon Renewed, if you do watch the video though, let's work something out. But other than that, because I also bought a Galaxy S10e from Amazon Renewed, perfect condition. No issues whatsoever. This is the same. And I bought it for $240. This color, oh so orange, is a little bit more expensive. Clearly white was the least, was the most affordable. And you can find it for $230, sometimes even $215. Guys, a flagship device. Yes, it's not from 2020, it's from 2019, that's fine. Phones nowadays are lasting longer, so do you really need the latest and greatest, like a $1,200 Galaxy S21 Ultra, whatever? No, you don't. Well, I mean, that's in my opinion. I don't think you need the latest and greatest, especially for the average consumer. So for $240, I'm gonna say $240 because I picked this up for $240. I'm happy with the choice I made by picking this up. Camera's amazing, build quality is amazing, Face ID, software experience. I love it. I absolutely love it. You can't go wrong, and definitely this should be on your list of, if you're picking up a new phone, which phone should I buy, or which phone renewed, or a older model, which one should I buy? This should be on your list of phones that you are considering picking up. And that about wraps up this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. look, I absolutely love making these types of videos, but I want to be honest. And every single video I make, I share my genuine thoughts, my honest thoughts and opinions of the product, and whether you should pick it up, and my experience with it, and if I enjoyed it or not. I enjoyed the Pixel 4, but the biggest downside for me was battery life. And if battery life is a huge thing for you, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to kind of reconsider. But if battery life is not, and you seriously, you know, you're looking for good image quality on a camera, you're looking for great software, clean software experience, a good build quality, Pixel 4, I mean, and with the price you're getting, guys, Pixel 4, really do consider it. Highly recommend it. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, be sure to Superman that like button, comment down below, and best of all, subscribe and share the video, as it does help out the channel a lot and will push my content out to more viewers. Anyway, that's it from me, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Anyway, everybody, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, be sure to Superman that like button, comment down below, because with the more interactions we get on this video, not only helps the video and the channel, but also pushes the video out to more viewers. And best of all, Superman that subscribe button. Until next time, everybody, and until next video, this is MTG.